Students designed themselves a state championship.
It made us feel pretty good.
What's next for these young engineers? And budding chefs are cooking up a bright future.
This is what I want to do.
How these students pulled off a major catering gig without a hitch. Plus, it's nothing but joy at the Vancouver Hilton as the community raises a record amount of money to help kids. Hello and welcome to In the Know. I'm Nick Voll. Middle school students engineer their way to a state championship and will now head to the national competition.
I've always liked engineering, math, science.
That's true of most students who take part in Mesa.
Mesa is mathematics, engineering, science achievement. It's an after-school club or activity.
Basically what we do is we learn T-building skills for the first portion of the year, and then we kind of work on the main Mesa challenge, which is the prosthetic arm challenge.
The challenge begins with designing the arm itself.
When I push my arm forward, it pushes the tube, and the string stays here, and what it ends up doing is it pulls on the string, and so the strings pull on these, and this opens these because it's on a lever, and so it moves back and forth.
Once it's built, they have to complete a variety of tasks.
Throw balls into a bucket, and we also have to relocate objects from one end of the table to a crate on the other end of the table.
As they test the arm, they do what all great engineers do, make adjustments.
It was quite very intimidating because there was always this new flaw that we would see, like, oh no, it broke there, we need to fix that, and whenever we'd fix that, it would change and it would break something else.
But in the end, team members Tyler Bacon, James Hess, and Sam Sparkman landed on a good design. At the regional Mesa competition at Clark College, the Mesa-ings won the whole thing, thanks in part to solid engineering and a good presentation to the judges. Then it was on to state up in Redmond. The stakes were high.
The competing aspect is like there's thousands of people who want to be in your spot, which is a lot of pressure.
But the Mesa-ings came in with some newfound swagger.
We were a lot more confident. We felt like we could easily win this one, and well, we did.
With their big win, the students not only took home $500 college scholarships, they earned a trip to the national competition in Portland at the end of June. But in the end, they're still doing it for the same reason kids do most things.
Winning? Well, it's fun. I could say that.
Jason Lee's Mesa program produced several outstanding teams this year. The program is led by teachers Susan Lindenmeyer and Susie Womack. A Vancouver student wins the state championship for his guitar playing. Dylan Freeman, a senior at Hudson's Bay High School, won the solo ensemble championship for his classical guitar playing. He performed a complicated piece by Francisco Torrega. Even though Dylan practices 2 to 3 hours a day, he had no idea exactly how well he had done at state.
Definitely not. Last year, I thought I did worse this year than I did the year beforehand. And when I got my scores back, I got a perfect score, which completely blew me away. I absolutely didn't think I was going to get that at all.
Dylan also won the regional competition with this piece. He's only been playing guitar for 6 years, and he now plays multiple instruments. Dylan plans to attend Western Washington University next year to study music and hopes to be a professional someday. A freshman wins the state golf title for Vancouver. Spencer Tibbetts knocked off the 2-time defending state champion and nail biter. He shot 2 under par on the last day of the tournament, winning by just 1 stroke. Spencer has been golfing for 12 years and knew it was a big moment.
It was pretty nerve-wracking, but it was a lot of fun too, because I've been in that position a lot of times, so I felt like I handled it pretty well.
Spencer, who is homeschooled, represents Fort Vancouver High School on the links. He hopes to play in college and maybe go pro, but he still has 3 years of high school left. Spencer Long from Columbia River finished 10 strokes back, which was good enough for 5th place in state. A patron tour brings visitors to Fort Vancouver High School, giving students and teachers a chance to impress visitors. And nobody was more impressive than the school's culinary arts students. As Amanda Richter reports, they didn't just talk about how well they can cook, they proved it.
These chefs preparing ravioli, salad, and fruit look like professionals, but they're just students in Fort Vancouver High School's Culinary Arts Magnet program. Today, they're catering one of the district's patron tours, in which community members get inside real classrooms. Talk about pressure. The tour makes a pit stop in the Fort Vancouver kitchen. The food these young chefs are preparing will be lunch for the tour guests in just a couple of hours. This kind of job is typical for the program, which creates a professional atmosphere for students.
The skills the students are learning is listen to instructions and follow directions. Those are the most important ones that we can offer.
Of course, it goes well beyond that.
Knife skills, basic baking, sauteing, boiling, poaching, stir frying, a little bit of roasting occasionally, some braising.
They'll teach you not just what you want to hear, but what you need to hear about the field.
Some students, like Jarrett, aren't sure yet if food is their destiny, but know they're learning something important.
Cooking for myself in college and for my family, whatever, later on is really helpful.
Others, like Daisy, are locked in.
I see myself as a pastry chef after I go to culinary school.
The program is headed up by a pair of chefs, Dave Angel and Dave Finney, who share years of wisdom with their students.
But they just encourage you so much to do what you want to do, and they help you achieve your goals.
After a last-minute prep talk, all that prep work this morning pays off. Guests stream into the Bates Center after their tour and head straight for the buffet line. Another group of satisfied customers for the Fort Vancouver culinary team.
It's a blast.
This is what I want to do, yeah.
For In the Know, I'm Amanda Richter.
All right. Thanks, Amanda. This was the final patron tour of the year, but the district is already planning next year's. They happen 3 or 4 times a year and give the community members a chance to come inside the classroom. Keep your eyes peeled on the district website, www.vansd.org, for next year's schedule and how to sign up. It's been a busy spring for those culinary arts students. They also provided lunch at the annual fundraising luncheon for the Foundation for Vancouver Public Schools. And what a success it was, breaking records for attendance and money raised. But all anyone could talk about afterwards was the entertainment. 130 VPS students serenaded guests at the Vancouver Hilton with their version of the smash hit Happy by Pharrell. It was a big audience too, with more than 500 guests, and it seems they were impressed. The foundation raised more than $150,000 and $32,000 in in-kind donations. The Foundation for Vancouver Public Schools is a non-profit that helps students and families in the district with basic needs.
Things like shoes and clothing. It helps with medical and dental care for kids. Anything else that a family who might be struggling cannot provide for their kids. So they come to school healthy, happy, and ready to learn.
You can learn more about the foundation and its mission at foundationforvps.org. Vancouver medical arts teacher Colleen Dunnigan earns a $5,000 donation for her program. Kaiser Permanente Northwest recognized Colleen for her outstanding work. As the Medical Arts Magnet Program Coordinator, Colleen has nominated several students for Kaiser Permanente scholarships and has also brought in a number of KP speakers to her classes, so students get a chance to talk to real-life medical professionals. Finally, Vancouver bus drivers earn high marks for safety in the regional rodeo competition. The district as a whole had the highest average score for its drivers. Joe Stewart finished second overall, followed by Dwayne Peterson. They'll head to Yakima now for the state competition. Now, Dwayne has some experience. He competed at the national level last year. The rodeo challenges drivers in 10 events to test their driving and safety skills. Well, that's it for us. Thanks for watching In the Know. And don't forget, you can get more school district news online at youtube.com/VanSDTV. I'm Nick Voll. We'll see you next time.